Dear Honorable Minister, it is beyond what we could have hoped for to have you as our chief guest for this book launch. We understand you made adjustments in your schedule to join us, and we are filled with immense gratitude for your generous presence today. Nalli Kuppusamy ஐயா, நீங்க வந்து எங்களுக்கு ஆசீர்வாதம் பண்ணதுல எங்களுக்கு மிகவும் சந்தோஷம். Thank you so much for being here. Dignitaries on stage, Dr. Sumantran, Dr. Rajkumar, and Mr. Krishnamachari Srikanth, along with Sri BSS Jagan and Dr. Jeba Deepa. Thank you so much for taking your valuable time and being with us for this book release function. My daughter in her welcome speech did not mention your names. I am very, very apologetic about that. It was because of the fact that she had written the speech before her son fell sick. And she was unable to, I didn't even think she will make it today. My grandson is very unwell, and so she forgot to include your names. My apologies from the bottom of my heart. இந்த நிகழ்ச்சி நடக்கிறதுக்கு ஒரே ஒரு காரணம், and that is இன்பா. இன்பா இந்த book release ஆகிறதுக்கு இன்பா ரொம்ப பாடுபட்டார். Right from the COVID time, he was so persistent about getting this book done. Although we were very reluctant, we were not so much for getting any book out or any of those things. But Inba, ennoda pasamulla ayya, that is how he would address Raju. He would wanted to get this book done, and then we were not even keen on this bigger really book launch either. I wanted to keep it in my house, but he was very, very keen. So if it is happening today, all kudos and credit to Inba. There are 5 qualities that sets my husband Raju and Venkatraman apart, and that is from my perspective. One, he's a visionary leader. For example, when the INSAT 1D was launched in 1990, Raju boldly invested in a line from US to India and saw the future of offshore software development migrating to India. He then founded Vetri Software and expanded it to India in 1992. 2, he's a lifelong learner. Raju's ability to grasp the fundamentals and develop deep insights is his superpower. He moved from chemical engineering to information technology, IT to BPO, business process outsourcing, BPO to healthcare, and now is mentoring our son, an entrepreneur in augmented reality, virtual reality, artificial intelligence, and machine learning, and also mentoring several startups that are in fintech, edutech, etc. 3, Raju is always striving for excellence, never settling for mediocrity, and encouraging everyone around him to do their best. His high standards were sometimes tough for his former employees, where he will demand the reports and everything on time and the way he wants it, and even for our children, because they all later on really proudly recognize that how this approach of not settling for mediocrity has changed them for the better. Raju often shares that the greatest compliment he has received is being told that he has more faith in his employees' capabilities than they have in themselves. 4, he is a master of processes. His structural thinking and education has been pivotal in scaling businesses successfully. 5, he is family oriented, ensuring we are all part of every single milestone. I often tell that if Raju isn't working, he's spending time with his family. We also shared a vision of returning to India to care for our aging parents, and we were very fortunate to fulfill that dream as both sets of parents lived with us. A glimpse into his remarkable life chronicled in the book. Raju's journey was profoundly shaped by his great-grandfather's legacy as a freedom fighter and his father's teachings on leadership and service. A proud IIT distinguished alumnus and mentored by visionary professors like Professor Indiresan, Raju chose to stay in India despite opportunities abroad, beginning his career as a management trainee at Cadbury's. His rural assignments in Sopore, Kashmir and Induri, Maharashtra ignited his passion for innovation, leading to his introduction of computers in Cadbury's operations. That's when I met him. We met. He wooed me with chocolates and inspired me with his vision for family, business, and life. We pursued our dreams in the US, where he built a $100 million digital imaging business with EDS before founding Vetri Systems in 1992. Vetri, employing over 5,000 people in India, pioneered the BPO sector, got sold to Lason, and expanded globally. In 2002, we returned to India to care for our parents and raise our children as global citizens. Although Raju was planning to retire, he failed miserably and instead founded Rev IT, a healthcare BPO which was acquired by ICICI OneSource, and he grew it to a $400 million enterprise with 25,000 employees in 7 countries in 4 years. Later, he founded Medall Healthcare in 2009, transforming diagnostics with 190 labs and 40 radiology centers, serving over 12 million people annually across South India and Jharkhand in a single year, 2017. I feel extremely fortunate to have my husband as my friend, philosopher, guide, and mentor, having had the privilege to work alongside him in all his business ventures. While I sometimes struggle with implementing his ambitious visions, like our move to India, our shared vision has kept us aligned. For today's youth, it's vital to build shared goals, especially when one spouse is an entrepreneur. Shared dreams lead to harmony and collective success, as we have experienced in our journey. Finally, Kannadasan beautifully wrote, and one of our guest of honors also spoke that, Manaivi amaivadellam iraivan koduttavaram. While this holds true, I would like to add, Kanavan amaivadellam aduvum iraivan koduttavaram.